Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Sorry I've not been here for a few weeks. I'm back. I will do as many videos as I can when I can during the summer holidays, but today I'm going to be doing a Terrazzo chip Jesminite skull. So let's see how it goes, and thank you. So I'm using the A100 Jesminite, which I purchased through Polysil, and also the black pigment. Now I've used the 130 grams of liquid and 325 grams of the base, so that's times in the liquid by 2.5, and I'm adding the 2% of the black pigment to make it really black. Now I have got loads and loads of the Terrazzo chips, which are from previous work that I've done. So what I've done is any leftovers, I've crunched it all up and kept it. So no waste, as much as I can anyway, here. So I've popped it all in. What I have done is taken out the huge pieces, because I know that this mould has a few little bits in it and some detail. I didn't want huge chunks to then affect it and cause any air pockets or air bubbles. So I weren't sure how it was going to go. This is the first time I've done Terrazzo in a school mould, so let's see how it goes. Now I absolutely love how dark this colour is, so if anyone is doing it black, just bear in mind though, as Jesminite cures and the moisture does leave, the colour does lighten, which I did notice later on while I was doing the sanding. But I filled this up as much as I can, and I actually poured the right amount, and obviously with the weight of the chips as well, it did fill this mould perfectly. And as you can see, I'm scraping as much as I can and making sure that there's no waste. So this was amazing. Also with this skull as well, as you do, is just pinch around the corners, around the edges of where the cheekbones are, just to release any bubbles or air pockets. I would do that with the resin as well, just to make sure going forward, because it worked out perfectly. Always checking the original jug with the mixing. Now this was actually 25 minutes. Because I've not done a deep mould like this before with the Jesminite. I know I've done previous schools, but it hasn't been fully filled like this. I weren't sure how it was going to be, but it is perfect. Jesminite is amazing for quick work, and even when you drop it, there's no there's no dents or breaks. I did drop it then. It's probably one of the hardest moulds for me to demold, but oh my god, I love this skull. And when you take a photo of this, you won't believe on how, you know, like the end result was amazing. So I absolutely loved it. But the hardest part was yet to come. It had to be sanded now. And that was a nightmare. So wait 24 hours, making sure all the moisture has left. And I'm using the electro-coated abrasive paper, which I got through Amazon. You start with a low grade. So this is me with the 120 abrasive paper, and just going through. Now, I could have recorded the whole lot, time-lapsed it, but this would have made this video one long ass video. So I literally just recorded bits of the different grades that I've done and then blended it all together. So I use the water, it helps then clear it. But as you can see, oh my god, I love it. And the black does come off, guys. So the way that I did it, so I did the electro-coated abrasive paper, I did the 120, then I went 220, then I went 1000, then 1500, and then 2500. So when you're doing sanding, always start off with a really rough paper first, then go down smooth. So when people say start at a low grade, the lowest grade is the roughest paper. So I don't know if anyone knows that, or if you've been sanding before, but this took me probably like a total of 24 hours to sand. My hands were hurting. As you can see from the orange cloth, yeah, I use that to wipe any water excess just to see how far we've gone. But trying to get around the edges just to make sure. Now this is the final grade. It's really, really thin, and this is the 2500. Always fold it over. I actually put my nails on. I do apologise at the beginning of this video. I literally had no nails, didn't have any painted, so I do apologise for the state of my nails, but I did end up putting my nails back on. I was like, no, I'm not going to grow these at the minute. I'm just going to put my falsies on, stick with what I know. But this was amazing. I loved how the black turned out against the light coloured Terrazzo chips. It is 100% Jesminite, so it's fully Jesminite skull. It is heavy, so when you're sanding it, as you can see, I kind of rest it to hold it up high and sand it. Yeah, it was just not happening for me. It is really heavy after a while. I should have actually weighed it. I will put it in the comments. I will weigh it, and I'll let you know in the comments exactly what the total weight of this skull is. It is a heavy skull. And I had to do the bottom. The bottom was really rough on where it is, but it finished really smooth. I love the red. I love all the different pieces. The only thing I can't do is get into the actual eye sockets and the nose. But in a way, I wanted them to stay black. I didn't want to bring any Terrazzo pieces through on those, but around the edging I did. And obviously the teeth area, I tried to avoid bringing little chips in the teeth, but I wanted it around the edge of it, so where the jawbones was. So it was just going through the detail of it. Keeping everything wet as well just makes it easier, and trying to move any scratches and smooth out anything that appears on the actual skull, because obviously the high abrasive paper would leave scratches, and as you go lower and lower, it then smooths them out. Again, I'm recording from my tablet, so I don't think the screen quality and the video quality is good as it used to be on my phone, so I do apologise, but I do hope you get the feel and the look of what I'm doing here, and I hope it helps. But please type in the comments as well what you think. What would you like to see next? And again, I apologise, I've not been here for 2 weeks. It's been the school term holiday, so trying to do that as well as everything else, it's been hard to juggle and get back into my creative mode. Now, sealing this, because I noticed once it dried, it kind of dried a bit grey. I think that's just because of the dusting and the white. I wanted to seal it, but I didn't want to use an actual heat sealant or anything like that, because I'm not going to be using this with like a coaster or anything. So I literally just use beeswax, and I do 2 coats of this, and it shines up beautifully. It is really, really smooth. So this is me doing the 2nd coat, and oh, I'm so in love with it. Now, I don't use beeswax on all my products at all because it does leave streaks, but for this particular piece, it was streakless. I absolutely loved it. I loved the final result. So yeah, the beeswax did work perfectly on this product, and I'm so in love. But this skull is available if anyone would like it. So just let me know in the comments. But oh my god, it is beautiful, and I'm so happy on how it turned out and the fact that I've got no waste. So here they go. Again, probably needed a little bit more black pigment because it is slightly darker, but no, do love it. But thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe and like, and see you next time. Bye.